Welcome back. In this session, we are going to look at joining the data flowing through the hospital weekly stream with the DIM date source stream, so that we can push the week start date and end date into that stream. So for that, you can use the join transformation. Join transformation lets you join two streams of data, and the output will include all column from both sources matched based on the join condition. So let's create one. I'm going to click plus sign, and I'm going to search for join and then select the join. Now let's give a name. I will call this as join with date. And the left stream for us is the hospital admissions data. And the right stream has to be our aggregate DIM date here. And it supports currently 5 types of joints. So you've got the inner joint, that will give you data that matches on both of the streams, the left and the right, and the left out to join, which will give you the data, all data from the left stream, but only matched from the right. If it's not matched, then a null will be returned for the right-hand side, and the right out outer join works opposite to the left outer join. So here you get all rows from the right stream and only the data matched from the left. And if there are no matches, then you'll get a null for those columns. And the full outer join gives you all rows from both sides with nulls for columns that are unmatched on either side. And the custom cross join is the cross product of the output from both streams based on a condition. Use this for any non-new key joins or conditions. But in our case, you can use the inner join because we know that actually for every week record being flying through, we are going to find a corresponding record within our DIM date source. Let's go for inner join, and our inner join condition will be this is the left stream. So this is going to be the reported year week equals, we can choose the ECDC year week in this case. So that's our join condition, and in our case, optimized. So this will be slightly different to the others, but we've seen this before. This is very similar to the one we saw in the lookup transformation. So you've got the ability to broadcast the data to the Spark worker nodes so that their data would be kept in memory and your joins will be quicker. So in our case, if you take, actually the DIM date is always going to be a fixed size and it is a small table, so it is better to broadcast that data if you leave it at default, which is auto Spark decides what to broadcast. But if you are not sure actually whether the Spark's doing that, you can click on the fixed and then we can broadcast the right side. But I'm going to leave it as auto. Don't set it to off because you could inadvertently affecting the performance in this case. So if you inspect the data, you're going to see an awful lot of columns. So you've got the country, all of those from the left and all of those from the right. So you've got a couple duplicate columns, but they're not truly duplicates in terms of the naming. So we can get rid of one of them with a select transformation later on. And then you can have these two added to the stream. So that's what you've got. Let's go to data preview, click on refresh, and see whether our transformation's given us what we wanted. Okay, so we got the outputs here. Let's have a look at the columns. On the right-hand side, we should see the week start date and the end date. Saved. Scroll up, we got the week start date and the weekend date added to the data. So that is as we expected. So week 6 is 2020 February or 2. And if I scroll to the left, we can see whether the joins VE worked okay. So, as you can see, the reported year week is 2020 week 06, and the ECDC a week is the same. So the joins worked as well. So that is how the join transformation works. It's quite useful and you'll be doing an awful lot when you come to program. That's the end of this session. I'll see you in the next one.